Anemone Review. Daniel Day-Lewis returns to acting for son's Nepo baby pet project. Daniel Day-Lewis came out of retirement to star in his son Ronan Day-Lewis's feature debut, Anemone, which the decorated actor also co-wrote. The film had its world premiere at the 63rd New York Film Festival. The psychological drama, which also stars Sean Bean, explores familial relationships, particularly those between brothers, as well as father-son dynamics, post-traumatic stress, and the concept of redemption. Anemone is more like a father-son bonding exercise that just happened to be picked up by a major studio because it stars one of the greatest living actors, not because it's a particularly good or groundbreaking movie. If Daniel and Sean had not starred in Anemone, it may never have been produced. Daniel Day-Lewis has been nominated for the Academy Award for Best Actor 6 times and holds a record with 3 wins. His last on-screen appearance before taking a hiatus from acting was in Paul Thomas Anderson's critically acclaimed 2017 romantic period drama Phantom Thread. Known for being ultra-selective about the roles he takes on, it would be in no way likely that the most decorated film actor of all time would star in a 27-year-old's feature debut unless that young man happened to be his own son. Daniel plays ex-soldier Ray Stoker, who lives a life of self-imposed exile while dealing with the weight of his experiences as an oppressive force during the violent conflict between England and Northern Ireland. His brother, Jem, Sean Bean, visits him at his cabin in the woods after years of estrangement. After Ray left, Jem stepped up to raise Ray's now-teenage son, Brian Samuel Bottomley. The film itself felt amateurish, relying heavily on Sean and Daniel's immense talents and emotional range to wring out meaning from its tedious and cliched script. There were hints of Ronan's background as a painter, especially in the use of metaphysical imagery, but overall, it felt like a film school thesis project, not a major motion picture. The young filmmaker and Yale grad seemed to throw everything at the wall, but nothing actually stuck. There were nods of him, Wendy as Paris, Texas, and Robert Egg as the lighthouse, but mostly the film just felt confused, or IT was also, at times, quite boring and unengaging. I found myself dozing off a few times, and multiple people got up and walked out of the theater. Daniel's first monologue of the film, however, was unhinged, hilarious, and perfectly delivered. Chef's kiss. He may get the Oscar nomination just for that scene. Ultimately, this film would not have been successful without the performances of Daniel Day-Lewis and Sean Bean. And if Ronan didn't come from a long line of entertainment industry talent and nepotism, he may never have had the opportunity to make a film like this, let alone have it receive a theatrical release and debut at a prestigious festival. To break it down, Ronan's mother, Rebecca Miller, is also a filmmaker and novelist, and the daughter of the famed American playwright Arthur Miller and the prolific Austrian photographer Inga Morath. Daniel Day-Lewis's father, Cecil Day-Lewis, served as Poet Laureate of the United Kingdom, and his mother was British actress Jill Balcon, whose father was studio executive and mentor to Alfred Hitchcock, Michael Balcon. Anemone, starring Daniel Day-Lewis in his first film in 8 years, premiered at the New York Film Festival and hits theaters on October 3rd.